Hi guys, today we're going to learn about how to find the volume of a pyramid and a cone. And if you notice here, we are looking at, here's our pyramid, and then we also have our cone, which looks like this. Okay, in this first example, if you notice, we have this formula, which is volume equals 1/3 area of the base times the height. That's what the big B stands for. So our base in this case, this is a square pyramid, so we have a square base. And we already learned how to find the area of the base. It's going to be base times height. So let's go ahead and apply this first step. Our base is a 3 by 3, so I'm going to write that down. And I know that the height is represented in a pyramid. If I was to, from the top of a pyramid, if I drew or made a hole and entered a ruler going straight down at a 90-degree angle, that's the height of a pyramid. So in this case, it is this 6. Now let's go ahead and apply all of this. So now we have 1/3. I know that 3 times 3 is 9, and then times 6. So now we just do the rest. 9 times 6 is 54. And my last step is going to be to multiply by 1/3. Now, when we were looking at fractions in class, we saw that that multiplying by 1/3 is the same thing as dividing by 3. So really what I need to do here is divide by 3. And that gives us 18 centimeters cubed, because remember that we are dealing with volume, and in volume our units end up being cubed. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the second example. In this one, we have a cone, and in a cone they're giving us the radius, because remember that in a cone, to find the area of the base, since it's a circle, we need to know the radius. So we're going to do the radius being 5 and the height of this cone being 10. Same formula as a pyramid, 1/3 times area of the base times the height. We're still going to use that formula. So area of the base, we already discussed that the base is a circle. We know the formula for the area of a circle is pi r squared. So we're going to go ahead and plug that in. Now let's go ahead and take a look again at the height. The height we said was 10 centimeters, so I can plug that in as well. I'm going to go ahead and continue by looking at this formula and plugging in the radius. So the radius is 5. That would be then pi times 5 squared. And we know what 5 squared is. 5 times 5 is 25. So this is going to be pi times 25. And let's go ahead and bring everything back together again. So, okay, so let's go ahead and bring all of this back together. We have then volume equals 1/3 times pi times 25, and remember that that's from the area of the base down here. And we're going to go ahead and multiply by the height. So the height was 10. Sorry, at the 25. Okay, so let's go ahead and multiply. We know that 25 times 10 is 250, so this would be like writing 1/3 pi times 250. Now my next step, just like the previous one, remember that times 1/3 is the same thing as dividing by 1/3. So I can go ahead and write this as 250 over 3 times pi. If I go ahead and plug all of this into my calculator, 250 divided by 3 and then times pi, which is 3.14, my final answer ends up being 261.79 centimeters cubed, because again we are dealing with volume, which means that the units are going to be cubed. And that's it, guys.